Dun 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 dun. Okay. Okie dokie. Maybe I will go public actually. See if anyone is interested in playing the master. Ugh. I'll tell you what the exciting part of doing a public game is. It's not that people will join, so I can't pause it. Which is terrifying prospect for a recluse such as myself. Yes. Yes. Hey, where you going? Stay. Won't you stay with... Jesus Christ. Low oxygen. Industrial sabotage. Someone's gonna get hurt by that. Could be me. Won't be me. I won't do that. I'm not doing that. I do have to wonder if industrial sabotages can have double warnings on them. We know the rules. If they can't, then there's something wrong. Which I guess the implication there is that everything has to be able to be on everything, which probably isn't true. That might be a bit unfair. It's like, oh, you have to be able to have double warnings on industrial sabotage, otherwise it's not a proper mission. Well, maybe not, but I kind of believe that, actually. Can't really help it. Just sort of the way I see things, I guess. By the way, it doesn't mean industrial sabotage, like, it doesn't mean it's bad that it's not a proper mission. It just means it sort of needs to be treated as a proper mission, or as an improper mission. And I guess it was, in a way, at the time it was hot. I think through season 1 and season 2 it was treated the same way. There was only one available at any given time, but that I don't think was enough nuance, to be honest. It needed to be more like a raid boss thing. I don't think player requirements would have been the right direction, but it should have, like, pretty much only been like a... I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't have been able to do it all the time. I don't know how they should have handled it, really. It was clear, like, in my opinion, it should have been clear when they were making Industrial Sabotage that they had something different on their hands. Not just a bigger mission, right? They knew they were getting sort of carried away with the ever-increasing scope of the mission itself, but for some reason, and that never spelled do something completely different with it, which is what they should have done. And I think, like, you know, you would have then in this current version of the game had like the raid boss mission as something that you can do very rarely, and a much more subdued version as the normal one, much more subdued, with a weakened caretaker and the possibility to have only one power station, basically.
Depositing.
And I guess that's kind of my way of saying that I think I do want a raid boss type thing, separate mode almost in Deep Rock. And maybe if it goes quite far, then it would be something that would require you to have a full team, possibly. Could lean into some MMO mechanics. You know, it's sort of like something that I'm not really aligned with the developers on, in not expanding the type of game that Deep Rock can be. I think the foundation is so solid that if you're just going to keep adding to the foundation, it's going to get bloated. I think I want to see things that exist outside of the foundation. And Industrial Sabotage was almost that, except they weren't really willing to put it outside the foundation, even though it's something that should have been. And it was probably worse off that it was kept within the limit, to a certain extent, kept within the limits of how the game already functioned. You know, I think the Phage Outbreak is a really good example of how, arguably being even more different. You know, Industrial Sabotage was just an excessive mission. The Phage Outbreak is a mission type that's inside a warning. It's a warning that adds primary objectives that I'm doing one right now. And it has the highest hazard bonus out of all of them to accommodate this, even though it's not actually inherently that challenging. I mean, it's not easy, but it's not the most... It doesn't just inherently up the difficulty, just having contagion spikes to deal with. It really should have been a different type of mutator. We discussed the idea of priority task. It's a mutator that adds primary objectives. My controller batteries are low. Oh yeah, they are very low. Vibrations are gone. Oh right. Yes, of course. Yeah, I love playing online. It means that if my controller's out of battery, I literally can't do anything about it. Not entirely true. I can't, you know, not deal with Victorian.
Reloading. Pop the big one.
Oh wow, the Duracells as well. I guess that makes sense. They lasted for a couple of days. Could have been better.
Heads up, scanner shows
Oh wow,
incoming.
look at that.
And, oh, we got a
Rockpop sign. Actually, I think putting down both turrets would be a waste. Actually, they're quite likely to waste ammo on Rockpop's enemies, so I'm not gonna bring the other one down here.
Reloading.
Contact imminent. Distance.
Larvae, good for the turret to deal with. Grunts. How many grunts is that? I don't know. Fire doesn't do a great amount. It's not terrible. Like, the grunts are not inherently that tanky. It's really the goo bombers and the Praetorians that are the tanks, where like you just really can't do anything by shooting the body. You have to hit the best of those guys, and it's usually harder because of the way that they turn. And just having larger bodies means there's more. This doesn't want to like to be hidden. A bunch of nonsense. But area damage can kill rock box. Occasion. Woo!
Die, you plague-infested abomination! Flares recharging. Reloading.
Good news, team. The wave is thinning out.
This one.
Oh wow. What the awesome. Hello. I think, yeah, I'm definitely audible in game. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, that's nice. Which is fine. Hopefully you can hear me, therefore I can direct him. Woo!
Reloading.
Good name as well. What's the awesome? Why the awesome?
Never felt better. Never felt better. Platform created. Send the cleansing pod, please.
Hard launch. Cleansing equipment is en route.
I guess I should have maybe taken. Whoa! What the hell? Awesome Titanfall. Now that is a name I like.
Cleansing equipment delivered. Do be
Interesting, we've got two guys with
reduce
awesome in their
infection
name
to
though.
a minimum.
Not ready. There's recharging.
Oh wow, they both arrived at the exact same time.
Has been assigned to your team.
Interesting.
Not sure if you were truly alive.
The workforce is about to get bigger. It won't
Hello.
be found.
Sentry gun needs to set out.
Hurricane user, very nice. Man of taste.
I hate rock box. Sentry done. Go get him, boy.
Plasma bursters, very nice.
There's charging.
Okay.
Platform up. This is so sticky. Yeah. Platform. One platform ready to use. Platform. Die!
No, don't just start foaming straight away. Wait until it foams a lot. Huh? Meet UK. Right, now start back. Oh, you want to start vacuuming.
Damn thorns. Gotta wait for the race.
Infected fog is coming your way, team. Remember, avoid any close contact, and do hit the showers once you get back.
Not a good idea.
Get this rock box off me!
I got the deposit. Vacuuming the area.
Rockpuck swarm imminent.
Rock and stone, yeah!
Like there's no tomorrow.
Wonder what slot the seven can't take.
Detonation! Extra rock box really did a number on
Oh, nice fin containment core as well. I mean, not my preference, but if you're good with it, then I'm good with you.
Clippers don't deserve this. Ain't great adventure. Rockbox larva splattered. Watch out!
Oh, hello. Hello, viewer. So we got, this is pretty cool. We got a whole team of randoms. I think they can hear everything I say. The reason I don't know that is because I've never had game chat work when I want it to. And I didn't inherently choose to have it work now, which is why I suspect it might be working.
Ready to use.
Anyway. Definitely don't want to move on without getting as much nitro as we can. 2 swarms in, don't have enough resupply, slightly concerning. Truth is, when you play solo constantly, you sort of forget that resource management is a significant part of the game. But this is also and a pretty annoyingly low amount of nitro. Unless it's all high up. Okay, there's some.
Flares are recharging. Platform.
Is anyone going to get that guy up?
Need some free space.
Oh shit. Anyway. The way forward's on that side of the cave. Oh.
Plague worm neutralized. Much better. I'm gonna kill you all.
Okay, at this point probably should resupply. I'll move supplies when there's another swarm in a moment. Yeah.
Roger that. Supplies are coming.
No, flares are recharging.
Cavalry's here. New miner inbound.
Arrive, go restock. Reloading.
Pains me to do this, but I'm gonna have to double dip.
Ready to kill some more crepes. Yes.
But actually, both of you should take this. We're about to move on. Oh my god, there was a line about double dipping. What the hell? I don't know what he said, but exactly. Nice.
Platform placed. Dig here. Oh, I'm out. Flares ain't ready.
Grabbing ammo.
Donkey, come here.
Oh.
Catching me. Move.
What the hell?
Zip line ready.
Why do you let him lick you like that?
Oh yeah. Oh, the sword.
I also felt like we should have found more Morkai by now.
Like hugging a cactus. Flares up. Bunk, bunk.
more of these and I'll bleed out. Not sure if you were truly alive. Need to destroy the contagion most neutralize this.
Hey, I ain't one of them. You tree climbing halfwit. One sentry gun.
Scanner's got a blip the size of a drop pod. Brace for swarm, team.
This way!
Marker up. Need to get my pickaxe sharpened when we get back.
Combat positions. The swarm is here.
Reloading.
Yeah.
Plasma buster.
Oh, sorry, I made you miss your finger tank kill.
Players, not ready yet. Plasma buster.
The wave is petering out. Wipe out the rest and get on with it.
Gas spot is leaking. Reloading. I'm getting too old.
Jesus.
Mind your bloody fire, your hero's gonna be.
They'll die from that fire. You don't need to do anything. If it's weaker than a guard, then fire will kill it, pretty much. Most of the time. Maybe. No guarantees.
Access provided.
Cleansing equipment is on its way.
I put some shells in the shell bag.
Cleansing equipment is on site. Time to stock the rock pucks in its tracks.
Calling down cleansing equipment.
Request cleared. Sending in cleansing equipment.
Attention. Guys, are you blind?
Step one. Cover rock box spoils.
The cleansing
Ow.
equipment has arrived. Clear the area of rock pucks and get on with the mission.
Cover rock box spoils with bow. Deploying litho foam.
Platform. Armed and ready. No players ready. I know the way. Platform created. Every larva killed is one less infected glyphid. I'm gonna need suturing. Yeah! I need the mule right here, right now.
It's like she's bigger on the inside.
Oh, I think we're actually. Oh no, there's enough foam. Good, brilliant, awesome.
Go Crusher!
Oh shit.
One sentry gun ready to be built. Reloading! Die, you plague-infested abomination!
Attention!
Oh, I hate thorns.
Here, get into cover.
I hate rock pox. Eat it! Oh, I hate everything ball-shaped. The rock pox is contagious!
Access provided.
Applying lithofoam on the rock pox boils.
I'm on vacuum duty.
Right, okay, maybe we should not ignore snabber vines.
Gotta keep your eyes peeled. There may be more. Damn flares could need an upgrade.
Don't touch the rock box if you can avoid it.
Excellent. All contagion spikes neutralized.
Oh no.
Decontamination complete.
Should be probably be appropriate.
Damn rock box infected glyphids.
Don't just let him infect you like that.
The rock box is all over me.
Take off. Can't hide from this. Go fetch.
Yep, get him up, get the gunner.
Let's stick
He's the most important.
pow! Cluster grenade! Out
Even the
of play!
glyphids
Don't deserve this.
You not have a shield.
Lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Bro,
Prepare to be
maybe
shot.
don't.
Think tools die so
Yeah, you
easy.
cannot be able to revive me if it's a
Shield
press. So you did have a shield.
Carl!
Oh my. Oh good god.
Swarm! I repeat, swarm!
Whoa, okay. Insta res. What the? I'm stuck. I'm just stuck. I'm just stuck. Okay, I can probably salvage this through sheer god tier skill. Step 1, resupply.
Resupply ordered.
Step 2, shoot
Hang in
everything.
there. Supplies are on the way.
Oh no, that's too many acid spitters. That's too many. Anyone got Iron Will? Thriller. Okay, cool. Get scout. Good. I'm actually surprisingly safe. Yeah. No, maybe not. You're not going to be able to do that in time, mate. How did you go down again? Just scout. Just get away. Just run. Flee. Fly, even. Alright, well, that could have gone better.
Almost lost an arm there. It's what happens when you don't do as I say.
Okay. Oh. At least we still got awesome Titanfall. Alright, well, I'm going to wait for the mission rotation to change while I do go to the toilet. Dear. Well, you know. That's public lobbies. That's I mean, what am I more interested in doing? Double XPs, obviously. It's a standard.
Mission selected and locked in. Time to board the drop pod.
I guess I could. No, it's too early to test for the next gunner build. Next gun. Oh, right. I mean, I'm gonna have to record that in advance anyway. In advance. Might record 2 grenade overclock workshops in a row as well. I think it's all gonna work out. Okay. Just a salvage op with heightened senses. With with heightened senses. With a cave leech cluster. Shouldn't be too difficult to figure out. It's really just a case now, just when it comes to playing the game, of what builds do I want to try or make sure are good as well as the other side. Maybe I should use this more in not robot missions. The Robo Killer. Mainly not industrial sabotage, because it's sort of custom built for that. But it's very good in general. Let's see if that's true. I mean, I don't remember changing it to quick build in the centuries, but that's not a problem. I'm a survivor.
If we survive, next round is on me.
Okay. Okay. That's nice.
This is a salvage mission. A previous crew lost their mini-mules, their drop pod, and their lives in this cave. Find and repair the
What the
lost mules, get the drop pod operational, and return to base. Expect heavy infestation, and try not to mess it up like your former colleagues.
Face the pickaxe!
Well done. The mule is working again.
Come and get me, you big fucking bug! I got the Praetorian!
Oh yeah, I still don't think explosive chemical rounds is crazy good, by the way. I mean, it's good, but I literally think, I cannot fathom thinking it's overpowered. I think that is disabled thinking, almost. I just don't think that's even possible. It's just, it's not that. It's not that. I guess maybe the reason why someone like Waste, who's a big modded difficulty player, could think it's really like overpowered is because it is very good crowd clearing and also like instant high value target killing for like mainly the spitter types. Like instant kill acid spitter. It's pretty. It's not nothing. I can basically insta kill an acid spitter with the fucking shard diffractor though.
Help me mine this.
Help me mind this. I could actually record that that public game. Be like, this is what happens when Harry plays with randoms. Maybe.
Eat it!
Might do that. Hello, viewer. Hello, good sir. Come join the fun. Okay, bye. Just make sure everything's actually working. No drop frames. Audio's good. Beam like quality seems to be very good actually. That is a very efficient way to deal with a Praetorian. Can't deny that.
Bosco, line it.
No one can.
Trencher gun needs assembly.
I get the feeling this is going to be a blank mission. There's not going to be anything extra in this to get.
Die like your
I feel like. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. What would extra entail? Would it entail bitter gem? Yeah. Would it entail? Eric Hugh? Yes. Would it entail Crassus? Yes, absolutely. I feel like it's going to be nothing like that. Press gold is the limit. This, you know, Nemesis could. No, Nemesis can't spawn actually. Unless it's right for presence, Nemesis has to spawn at the very start to spawn at all. Which is why we consider Nemesis a random event. It is a special enemy. I think that's what it was called when. Well, they called it like a major enemy, I remember, in the patch notes or the Season 2 preview, it might have been. I think it was that.
Like these things weren't bad enough alive.
Wait, what? That's not the return. Okay, that explains why I haven't got any of these apocalypses, because it's not the return part. Okay, not being able to refresh electricity is really annoying, and it's especially annoying because I actually think it would be a very good change to hydrogen rupturing if we still want it to be electricity focused. Hydrogen rupturing being the electric damage bonus mod on the shard factor. I think if it refreshed electric effects as well, that would make it a lot better.
Clifford spawns here. There must be a brute nexus nearby.
Personally, I feel like it could be something else. It could deal extra damage to enemies that are being slowed down in any way. That should include fear as well. That doesn't quite make sense, but that should include fear as well. If an enemy is being feared, electrocuted, or stunned, or just slowed down in having their movement altered in any way, basically. Which obviously does not conflict with the shard factor itself, because the only way to do that is, well, actually, you could do it with volatile impact mixture, I guess.
I'm totally loaded.
And you could also do it with Plasmic Catalyst too, but it wouldn't be overpowered because you wouldn't be able to pair it with Dazzler module, basically. And I'd rather use Dazzler module with both of those, even if they change hydrogen rupturing to what I just said.
Attack here! I killed a loot bug, and I'm not so proud about it.
Platform. Platform created. Ready to shoot.
Wonderful. Oh yeah, I forgot it was cave leech cluster. Where have they been?
Relax! I took out the cave leech.
Oh.
Platform up. That will teach you. Damn those ceiling bugs.
One sentry gun ready to be Go get him, boy.
Oh my. Okay. Don't know what god I angered to cause all this.
We got the menace.
Hey! Lay off.
Alien, stop!
Oh no.
Reloading.
What? Why?
Shredder swarm
Absolutely.
deployed. I made a platform. Bam!
In times like these, I wish I had clean sweep.
Platforms placed.
The real best PGO overclock.
I got the cave leech. Inventory is full. Access provided. I called for Molly. Booyah!
Okay.
Well done. Mule repaired.
Thank you, sir.
All good things come to those who wait, like dual flamethrowers
And beer.
Reloading. One platform ready to use.
Okay, now I just gotta scour this cave for creatures.
Go fetch. Have
Treasures.
to wait for flare recharge.
Like starch nuts.
Platform. 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 I'm glad we have someone to carry our rocks and stones. Help me with the minerals here.
Secondary objective completed. Fine job.
Let me in.
Follow me, Bosco.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 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 Wow.
The mules are heading back. Follow them and let's get that drop pod fixed. Remember, you can always deposit on the side of the drop pod.
Be gone! Focus fire here.
Finally happened. Oh, okay. Bro. Bro.
But I'm gonna play it like. Have you seen it, Harry? Have you seen it?
What is
Have you
it?
seen
What's
it,
it?
Harry?
What is it? What are you talking about? What, don't.
Alright,
Don't
I have some
misel
good news
me.
and I have some bad news.
I don't like good news. I don't.
Both of these news I had to wake up to.
Supply
Do you want the bad news first? You want the bad news first? You died in my dream. and I actually sobbed, which surprised me. Like, it was like really dramatic. And then you turned into a house. It was a whole thing.
Oh, nice.
Um,
Is that the good
basically, you got
news?
stabbed in the throat, and like there was a hole in your throat, and you were slowly like dying, like you couldn't breathe. Which I'm not sure that's how that works. Is it?
What?
You suffocate on the blood that's entering your esophagus.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Christopher
Yeah.
Lee can tell you that.
Oh, is that how you went? Or just that
What?
good?
That's not how he went.
Is that how you went?
What the hell? Do you think it's Do you think for Christopher Lee it's more appropriate that he died of old age than anything else? Or do you think? 'Cause he was like he was like in his like I think he was like in his mid 90s, right? So do you think it would have been cooler though if he died in some ridiculous fashion at an age where he could have just as easily have died of old age?
Maybe, but it's just best he didn't die of like cancer or something. Like it's just not a way a guy like that goes out.
He really is like the definition of that song though, of My Way, I think. Well, it's cool that he did a cover of My Way. But yeah, it's just like he just did everything he wanted to, or probably more than he wanted to.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, he lived the life. Like I don't know, he did everything.
Oh yeah, so yeah, believe it or
Every
not, I
hierarchy.
didn't see that I died in your dream. Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, that was fair. But the other one, the good news.
Yeah, that wasn't.
I think you may have seen.
No, I don't think I have.
Have you checked the comments of the interview video?
Oh, the interview video. Oh no. No, I haven't.
That. Now we wait. With the guy in the start.
What? Who are these? Who? What? Okay. Well, that's not technically anything. Yeah, is it? I mean,
Not yet.
Obviously Anders is interesting. He would most
Anders
likely
is
love
legit,
to.
like-
Oh no. That's too far. That's too much for jump. It's not though. It's not. Do you want to know why it's not a jump? Do you want to know why it's not a jump? Because I've realised. I think. Look, this might be a bit of a stretch, but I genuinely don't think it is. It was very important that I asked a question to Trolls that if he's 100 responsible for 100% of what you hear, and the fact that he is in some capacity, I think he is actually the most important person who worked on Deep Rock in terms of aside from just the people who made it happen in the first place, he's like the most important person in making it popular, genuinely and good.
Yeah.
The sound and music is so important.
Yeah.
The,
if
together,
not,
if
at
you
least that,
include,
he's at least parallel to Mike and Mikkel.
yes, if you but sorry, if you factor in
Go on.
music, sound design, and obviously the implementation of voice acting as well, all of that together is definitely the most important thing. If you bundle it into one, if that's one factor, it's the most important factor.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's sort of weird because it's combining multiple factors, but he did them all, so you could count him as that one factor.
He is like the source of most of the best parts of
Yeah, I guess the reason, the only step up is, I guess, actually talking to someone who is currently at Ghost Ship.
Sending in fresh fuel cells
Yeah,
for the
Damn.
that's what this would be. Which would be sick. And I don't know, I obviously responded to it like we'd love that, because I know we would, but like, you fucking nailed that interview. Like, I don't know, you did it.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, I'm someone who's like, I think that when it comes to reflection, self-assessment, and being critical of myself, I think I'm very rational in that I don't just inherently think I'm bad. I'm not like inherently overly self-critical, but I also don't just inherently think I'm gonna do a good job either, which I think is perfectly reasonable. So I can look at that and objectively, or subjectively think, I guess, to myself that I did a great job, because I think I did. Especially, and then obviously the rationality beyond that is, I think I did a good job for my first interview as well. I think.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
And especially since, and I guess this was a double thing I didn't even think of. Anders being there essentially says that Ghost Ship is aware of it. I kind of assumed
Anders has
they would,
commented
but
something before,
proves
hasn't
it.
he? Right?
Yeah, I think he's been around like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Whenever
yeah.
Ghost Ship kind of finds one of our videos, it's normally Anders that's the one that.
Yeah, why not Anders? No, I mean, I don't know what he does actually, but
I mean,
I
I
would
could see
have anyone
like
on.
Jacob coming on. I would have thought that that's what it would have jumped to.
yeah, but Robert is like
Considering
Robert is the art
community.
director and is a founding member as well. Like Robert
Yeah.
would be pretty big. That would be like, but if we get Robert, then immediately, like both Mikkel and Soren are immediately on the table. That's the scary part. I don't think they inherently are yet, but if whatever, we'll see. That's pretty cool. Either way, obviously it's not blowing up. It's not. It's doing fine, but it's got good like ratio though. It's got a good amount of likes, which is actually I think is more important than anything else.
Yeah, because well, I mean, once again, I think
I
we
don't know, you
both
guys
kind of
like,
knew that.
I don't get it how you guys are just so not popular yet. All of the people who like matter and are like important in like the Deep Rock community and or literally making the fucking game know who you are.
Yeah, this is why I'm still happy with it. I mean, I the only thing
Like,
I
you've
really
got, like,
want
the stupid
is a
ratio
thousand.
of like important people to
Yeah.
just random schmuck ratio.
Look, in terms of like normal
Probably, like,
people, the
10%
only
of the
milestone I want to
viewers.
hit
It's because
is 1,000.
our content
That's it. That's all I want to hit. It's
isn't-
1,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
same.
need. I don't
I
need anything
just-
else. I just don't. I don't
Like,
need. It doesn't need to
I am
sustain me.
aware-
All I need is to be at a point where it makes money, and that just is that's something to me. And that's it.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter
I'm
how
aware
much.
that our
Just the fact that it
content
would.
is not that appealing to most people.
Yeah.
I just hope that it's at least appealing to 1,000 people. Just like at least.
That's it. I mean, obviously, a lot of new stuff does. Yeah. I mean, that's
Yeah,
my only
yeah.
goal. And as long as we can. I mean, I will be honest though. This stuff is actually very helpful. I think because I think if we were just stuck where we are with no sign of
Yeah, like
In-
obviously,
no
like,
sign of
we haven't gained
influence.
subscribers in like weeks, but
No.
like I still feel fucking amazing.
well, yeah, it's like it's a sign of having an effect or just any kind of influence or outreach in just the environment surrounding the game is all that I care about. Like, not literally having an effect, but being a part of basically just being a part of Deep Rock almost in a way, in a third party way. That's all I care about, really. And we're basically there.
Yeah.
Arguably, I think you know that's. I feel like we can't really go further than actually. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. If we interview anyone who's actually at Ghost Ship currently, that is
Yeah, but
that locks it in definitely.
Yeah. The fact that because I never even thought that was like a thing that you could just do, but like obviously now it is, right? And that's the thing. Even if it doesn't come to fruition, the fact that Anders basically said that there's nothing. They're not against doing interviews or like just talking like that, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like I thought they'd a little bit more hush hush about it, but then I thought
Also,
that would
I
be the only way.
I
that, you know,
don't
X is-
personally. I have no idea what would make me comfortable with reaching out to those guys. You know, I don't actually think I could do that. I don't.
No, I
even
don't
if we
think-
talk to Robert, I don't think I could reach out to Mikkel or something. I don't think I could do that.
Yeah.
It would have that stuff kind of has to be because look, the truth is we wouldn't have talked to the trolls if he didn't reach out to us. That's the truth. Unfortunately, no, not
I think
unfortunately.
for
It was
them,
very
I wouldn't
fortunate,
have
in
a problem
fact.
with
It was
it, right? Like that's fair. Like if they want to do it, they can reach out to us, and I think they've shown that, right? Like they've already done that. They're currently doing that. But that's what like the other YouTubers and that. Like that's us really at that point, right? If we want anyone on, we might as well just ask them.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
I'm a sort of the very strange, but I think accurate opinion that we've definitely achieved more than a channel of this size should.
Yeah,
By that I mean we've achieved things through YouTube that aren't actually about that like, are almost separate from the success of the channel itself. Is kind of interesting. We've achieved talking to someone who worked on Deep Rock Galactic, but doesn't seem to be like a massive boon for the channel. That's not the point.
It's a boon for us as people.
Yeah.
Like it essentially made it all worth
Yeah.
it. Because really, I mean, we weren't interested in becoming a huge YouTuber about Deep Rock, really, were we? We just kind of liked talking about the game anyway.
Yeah, I mean, okay,
and
I
wanted
sort
to
of
kind of
explained this
knew that
actually to someone recently.
we would kind of be heard by the devs, right? Like, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think there was. I can't remember when it happened. I can't remember if we thought about this before starting or not. But I think there was always a good reason to be confident that they would see us at some point. I think that's a bit more interactive. I don't think we expected that from the very start. But I don't. I recently had to explain to someone on Reddit, not have to explain, but like, it was basically where I shared the most recent build showcase. He basically had a few sort of like suggestions, by which I mean criticisms, but they were very nice. He was very nice about it, and it was sort of about how like it should be shorter gameplay clips. And I should probably at least have notes to explain it. And I said I agree with all that. And then I also sort of monologued about the fact that we're very, very self-aware about the quality. In that it's not supposed to be a fucking massive time or resource sink. The channel. It's just supposed to be. It will do what it does at the level that we're doing it. Whatever that is, it's fine.
Yeah.
So I feel very lucky to have anything like talking to people who worked on the game. Frankly, we don't deserve it. We don't literally deserve it. I don't think that that's I think that's a bit dubious. I don't.
We got extraordinarily lucky that Charles decided to reach out to us, right? Like, obviously, like we were the only people that actually essentially had a hat in that pool, right? We were the only
hat
channel
in the pool.
that covered.
What? You mean what? Our name in the hat or in the pool? Both name in the hat or name in the pool. Not hat in the pool.
Yeah.
Not right.
But like we were the only people that covered him leaving on YouTube. So we it was really only a matter of fact that if he wanted to do that, then we would basically guarantee.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Like it's just that we're lucky that we do that kind of content and the other type of content as well. Like if he just saw a news channel that was only a news channel, I'm sure he probably wouldn't think of doing it.
Well, that's another part of like obviously the new stuff does get views, but that's another part of me sort of being happy with what we do, even if it's not like doesn't get huge amounts of views. Because to be honest, as far as I'm concerned, it's pretty much all filling a niche. Like I don't care if it's like if it's particularly low effort. No one else is doing exactly what we do either. Obviously, people do tier lists, but we've at least got Deep Rock Podcast and Deep Rock News under our belt. It's really the only people who do that. So it's cool.
Yeah.
Not that it's going to be a Deep Rock Podcast next week. Maybe something completely different. I need to talk about that because first of all, we probably should have recorded yesterday. That would have helped. It wouldn't have been a bad idea because we're gonna do it on Wednesday, and there's actually a couple of reasons why. First of all, on Thursday I have to go to a funeral.
Oh.
Yes. Don't worry. Not for any. No. Okay. I need to be careful what I say actually.
Not for anyone close to you inherently.
My great nan. Yeah. Remember, I've got like 6 grandparents. Like 8. Sorry. So I don't really get that attached, which is a bit sad. It's sad that it happened, but it didn't affect me. That's the truth of it. Even though I knew her and she was a lovely person, but it's like, and I'll go out of respect. But that means it's better to record on Wednesday because that Wednesday as well, next Wednesday, is exactly 2 weeks before the release date of the thing we're talking about.
Right. So
we need to actually do that. Yeah, especially because I won't be available. I'll be on jury duty after that. The Tuesday after that. So, yeah. Finally going to actually talk about that. But yeah, it's 2 weeks exactly before. It's Wednesday the 6th when Starfield comes out. I thought it's pretty neat. It's going to be like the fortnight before Starfield. It's going to be cool. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Alright.
Oh, holy shit, Monkey, you're here! It was getting pretty weird. I thought, am I going to end up doing like an entire stream? I don't talk to anyone. Monkey, yeah, I didn't read that! I didn't. Why'd you retract your message? Can I unretract it?
Not sure you have that power.
No, I don't have that power, unfortunately. RoboQuest had a new trailer. Yes, Christine. Barley showed new content. It had a typo. No, you had a typo. And you wrote Barley instead of Barely. Gosh darn fool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heating up.
In what? In my pants?
Yeah.
No, actually not. I'm not wearing any.
Oh, you still doing that?
What the hell is that, monkey? What is that? What is that? What is that? I deeply regretted scheduling this stream for a specific time. I scheduled it for 1 PM, which I failed to meet because I was on the toilet. It's a real shame. And then I thought, you know, maybe I'll push it back to like 1:15. I got out the toilet, got out of the bathroom at 14 minutes past. So that wasn't gonna work either.
So you shit yourself.
No, I didn't shit myself.
Try my luck with a round of rando
Good.
No, I mean, yeah, actually, that is kind of why. I just get anxious when I have to do anything. Start shitting. I don't start shitting. I start needing the toilet.
Yes.
It happens a lot. It happens whenever I need to leave the house, and it's really fucking debilitating.
Sounds it.
Yeah, it's terrible. I think there's something wrong. Yeah. In a couple minutes, well, not a couple minutes, but probably about half an hour ago now, I had to go to the toilet again, and I not for that, but I had to go to the toilet and I saw that Nelly had shit in the bath, so I had to clean that up. That was lovely.
Once again, she's just started doing this, right?
What?
You didn't train her to do it, did you?
No, I mean, if we trained her, she'd be doing it in the toilet.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I, as far as I know, is that it has also something to do with the fact that they want to be able to see it after they shit. Otherwise, they think they haven't shit, or something like that.
They do always admire their work. They always turn around. Mainly because then they try and bury it, and then they look and see if they buried
It
it.
realises that she's in a bath, and you can't dig that up. You can't.
She probably like scrapes the bathroom.
Maybe
like,
she
off.
has. Maybe that. I don't think I haven't noticed that, but there is stuff. There's scratches. I guess like, those could be. Yeah. Oh, great! Return to sender. With no
Hey,
ammo.
speaking of shitter.
Of shitter. Actually, return to sender is not terrible for industrial sabotage, I guess. I took around 5 seconds. What's going on here? Oh,
I've reached the final boss,
rock pops
and
my
while I was in
weapon.
the loading menu, it showed how long I played, and I'm at 100 hours in like 18 seconds. Exactly, which is quite nice. It took me basically exactly 100 hours to reach the final boss.
Oh, it's a bug thing.
No more room. Time for deposit.
Pardon me.
It's instantly almost killed everyone.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine? Yes. Everyone does. Wow! What a platform gun. Holy shit. I don't have any ammo mods, but I do have increased magazine size. I do. Jesus Christ. Proximity mines.
Time to deposit.
Hunt.
Go. Get to work.
Hunt!
Yeah. Normally, I don't know, it's a bunch of bullshit. Dragons are a pain in the ass. I've only fought like 2.
Bunch
But
of
they do shit tons of damage, and it's mostly AoE. so I have to like run behind him to like attack him, and he'll then turn around to attack me, but at least he doesn't attack the others. But sometimes he swings his tail, and that's what he did. So I called him a cunt.
You want something?
I've been riding my bike a lot. Tons of fun. Thanks, monkey.
I'm happy for you.
I'm not. I'm definitely not. I'm the opposite.
Molly is on the way. Donkey time. Access provided. The tin can is surely hungry today.
I've actually eaten 2 meals today already.
A lot.
Sorry?
A lot.
I beg your pardon?
Said Lardo.
I thought you did. I thought you said lardy or something. Yeah. No. 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 I am not. I'm not a lardo. That's so such a shit. Oh, love it.
One down.
God. Wait, what do I have? No armor breaking. Wait. Oh.
Yeah, give me some sugar.
Sorry, Harry. Just sit inside all day, then you wet towel. Huh? I don't.
You fucking wretches.
I go to surf, skate, snowboarding. I was supposed to say snowboarding because I don't, because that's not possible around here. Wish it was. If I could choose the weather, it would be very frequent snow, but long days. I think.
Okay.
I think. Because this summer is really this summer being actually fairly tolerable has made me realise how much I actually really don't like the short days during winter. Like, ooh, it's dark at 3 PM. Sick. No. No, it's not. It's miserable.
Deposit time. Splat! Burst turret destroyed.
Still haven't seen Lithophage outbreak on an industrial sabotage.
I hear management's been trying
Alright.
to get
Eyebrow raise.
So yeah.
fancy that.
Alert! Meteor fragment headed your way. Clear the marked zone immediately.
Got a message from Monk. I got 2 messages from Monk.
Hmm.
He's taken a picture of the outside, saying it is beautiful.
Is it?
Menace eliminated.
I guess he doesn't want to send it to me because then I might accidentally reveal his location.
I would be impressed. You would need some GeoGuessr motherfucker to do that.
Yeah, well, you know, they found Shia LaBeouf. It's in that picture of the sky.
Press this.
internet detectives are unstoppable.
Platform.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I've eaten 2 meals and yet I'm still hungry as hell. I don't think it even matters how much I eat. I think I'm only not hungry once I've had dinner. Like, what? What?
Platform, please. Just take your sweet time, old lady. I've got all day.
Why? Why?
Redder drone down. Sentry gun needs assembly. Sentry done. Go get
Come on.
Monkey's dropping spoilers for where he lives.
Rock cracker package requested.
A swampy area.
Rock cracker package is on its way.
Oh.
ready to view.
I suppose it's kind of cool getting a gravity pit. Near the caretaker.
I made a platform.
Music to my ear.
Kind of.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
I played with some randoms earlier. 14.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They were not bad until I went down,
Vault is protected by a
and then suddenly they were really bad.
must be shut down before we can gain access. You need to find the power stations powering it and disable them.
Oh yeah.
The gunner who refused to
Need 'em
use.
most.
What?
They always let you down.
Jackhammer in place.
You're such a waste of
Everything
space.
looks good. You can begin cracking open that thing at your convenience.
Fucking wretched hag.
Hot, hot, hot.
Yeah, you tell him.
All her job is to fucking heal us, and she doesn't do it.
Yeah, that bitch.
That's a lie, by the way. She has so many.
How
fucking
long till this
commands
channel
that,
is
like, she has
fully?
the maximum.
How long till this channel is fully AI controlled?
Bug
Um,
trap 2.0.
2
well.
days.
Huh? I mean, I was going to say that it already is.
Damn flares could need an upgrade.
2 days. How long would it take for an AI Harry to get the channel removed due to hate speech? 2 days.
3 days.
3 days.
YouTube will just they has to take like 3 videos, 1 video a day.
I don't think AI Harry would save things like that, save bad things.
Would real Harry say those things?
No.
It burns.
AI Harry shouldn't.
Cracking.
No.
Get ready. The bugs are bound
I reckon. I think it would be fine. Be okay.
Don't get too attached now. Reloading.
Right. Automatic fire. Good. Kind of. Not really.
active to crack them
It's really fucking slow.
safe.
What is that? What is that? Is that what I think it is? It is what I think it is. What I thought it was? Definitely.
What?
Killed me. Maybe dead.
50% team.
I don't know what part of taunt these motherfuckers don't understand. Clearly it's the part where they come to me.
Taunt.
Restart the jammed equipment.
Keep it taut.
Thanks, Bosco.
All torsion.
I cast testicular torsion.
Why is that?
To say why is that or what is that?
We're detecting a jam.
Why?
Restart the affected parts or you'll be there all day.
Yeah, you deserve it.
Explain yourself. I start Tuesday. Yay. My new job.
Wow.
Where I'll make money.
Wow.
Longer, 75%.
And it was also, they teach you stuff as well. Like you can learn things and do other departments.
That's gonna do some damage. Oh, it didn't do any damage. Okay. Alright. The job is dick.
I've been fighting an endless horde, not realizing it's not endless. You just need to do the thing it wants you to do.
Yeah, but that's, you know, those are the best kind of hordes.
Then I punch myself in the nose.
You just fight forever.
And you have limited supplies.
You can listen to Worlds Apart, Separate Ways by Journey as you fight the endless hordes.
I called for the mule.
I like that song.
I feel like there probably isn't anyone who dislikes it.
Never heard of it.
Yeah,
I
you
played
have.
it. I played it for you.
Don't remember it.
Play cards all
If you heard it, you would remember.
Get back home.
It's a
Never.
really fucking good song.
No. Tyler doesn't listen to good music.
Flight drop has been ordered and is on the way.
Rude.
It's also bullshit. A lie. It's only because a lot of the music you listen to come from me.
No.
I think. I didn't say most.
You did.
I said a lot.
You said most.
Oh, I
I'm
didn't.
pretty sure he said most.
Oh, fucking
did
hell.
say most.
Gaslighted.
Monkey, you will have heard it after us. Just
You
just tell
can't.
us.
No. Monkey's a prick. You can't do that.
Then check it yourself.
No!
Come here.
I won't have this. I'm not having this.
Harry is neither wrong nor right until he looks.
Okay, fine.
Schrodinger's retard.
You what? What did you just say?
Therefore, Harry will not look, so he cannot see his stupidity.
Menace down.
Even the stupidity is on show for all.
Ready to kill some more crates. Oh yeah.
And he ain't fooling nobody.
I could fool,
I assume you're perfectly seemingly intelligent at like a short conversation.
Yeah.
It's just knowing you disillusions
beneath the surface,
people.
You realise.
Yeah.
That's a moron.
I think like one of the biggest thing is like you do an English degree, which really doesn't look good for you.
Attack here.
And a lot of people are gonna hear that and go, "Oh, he's an idiot." Then
They don't say that.
yeah, but they think it.
I can sense it.
Everyone thinks it.
Well, I don't.
Warm up.
Holy shit.
Sticky grenade!
One sentry gun, ready to be. Follow this. Sentry off.
Flares ain't ready!
Of course, I went from being hard, if possible, to really kind of stupid.
Like, love.
I made a platform.
What would you know about love?
Never felt better.
That's kind of a reference, but I'm not sure what to.
The Hobbit, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is. When Friendwill, like, being Friendwill, and he's like, what do you know of love? What you feel for that dwarf is not real. And he's like being an asshole, but he's cool because he's Friendwill.
Need a hacking pod!
Oh, he's
Roger that. Hacking pod is launched and on its
right.
way.
Platform.
I'm not gonna like ask you if that's like correct because you don't know.
Hacking pod in position.
But I think I do.
Hooked up to the power station. Chop chop team.
As long as you think you do,
Bosco.
then I don't care. Okay, so I don't know what it expects me to do now. So I've just been using these ballistas to shoot it, thinking that eventually it will like come out of whatever stage it is where I can't reach it, and then I can kill it.
Because we all know what it
But
is.
the ballistas are jammed, and they won't unjam, and they won't. I can't. No more ballistas I can find, and I'm running out of health potions, and I'm the only one alive. Have been for a while because he's bullshit.
Sticking it to the butt!
Ball listers.
Blisters.
But no, ball listers.
Ball
Just listing the balls.
B-lister.
Flares joint!
B-list celebrity.
Sentry gun needs assembly. Rock and roll.
Ball.
Sentry gun needs assembly.
Balls. Balls my face.
Sufficient skill.
Insufficient balls.
Is it skill checking me?
Yes.
Oh my fucking god.
Sounds like it. If you said insufficient skill, you dickwad.
I think I need to have like a rogue to like fix the fucking thing.
Don't skill check Tyler, he'll fail.
What kind of
I will have
fantasy?
no skills.
What kind of fantasy fart are you? You don't have a rogue on your team.
I do, they're all dead.
Oh no!
I have a rogue, I have a healer, I have a dog, and they're
A
all
dog?
dead.
My favourite class.
He's amazing.
Bring him back
I
to
love him.
life.
I can't. The mage could, but she fucking died.
Why can't she
Bring the
bring
mage
herself
back to life.
Yeah.
That's not how it works. I shot myself with the ballista and killed myself. I didn't know I could do that. I just lost.
Woo!
Damn, I just got skill check by myself.
That's not how it's supposed to go. That's not.
Well,
All checked.
better grasp.
Ball
how the fuck
inspection.
I'm meant to do this.
Testicle inspection.
Testicles.
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 Testicules.
Testopocles.
Who is Testicules? The prophet.
Yeah. He's known for his orb. Like
This
orb
game
being
is
one
reminding me of something as
giant
well.
penis.
Dwarfs are like have the roughest fucking lives in like things. Like if it's fantasy and there's like a race that needs to be a victim of something, it's always the fucking dwarfs. Like because obviously like you know in Lord of the Rings, who gets it worse other than the dwarfs really?
Probably that cave troll.
Never felt better.
Because he's just a slave. Yeah, no one. I mean, it's not even. It's weird. It's Lord of the Rings. It's not really a prejudice thing. Really?
No, they just
a little
bad
bit.
shit just occurs, and it's to them.
Well, there have been plenty of wars between elves and dwarves, but it's not like it's not just because they're small. Like, because the hobbits are completely left alone
Get to work.
because they leave everyone else alone. It's basically just a lesson in
Hack begun.
keep mind your own fucking business. That's what it is.
Start the hacking part.
No, I respect that.
Sticky boo.
Yeah. But
I think people should mind
the
their fucking
fucking dwarves
business.
in this. They have it the roughest, like by a lot. Like the rest of the world barely has to deal with like the main threat. Yet for the dwarves, they've been essentially entirely killed by them and have to fight on them like every day.
That is pretty much what happens in Lord of the Rings a little bit. When they like, you know, awaken the Balrog and it kills them all.
Yeah, and fucking Smaug and all that. Dwarves just have natural death shit occur to them.
Is it
And then
because
even
of
in
their greed
fucking-
though? Because that is what it is always in Lord of the Rings, pretty much.
For this, it was just a coincidence, I think. They just happened to attack the dwarves first. Yeah.
Move your tin
But there's fucking Skyrim as well. Like the dwarves got it so bad, we don't even know if they exist anymore.
But supposedly the dwarves. I do genuinely think Elder Scrolls has a pretty like respectively unique take on dwarves.
They got so technologically advanced that something happened and they can't be found.
Yeah, they were actually like the fucking pinnacle. They were not being tread on by other races. Really. Although
They tread on
were. Oh no,
races.
it wasn't the dwarves. It was the snow
They
elves
fucked
that
up
were
the
massacred by the lords. Yeah.
So arguably the Falmer got it pretty rough. More
Yeah,
rough than the
they
dwarves
really did.
and-
The Nords just arrived in Skyrim from Atmora, a different continent, and they were sort of like pretended to, you know, be nice. They pretended to get on with the elves until they decided to overnight, like basically start killing all of them. Yes, a fair amount escaped underground, and then they were like, you know, after just being underground for so long, they just mutated and turned into Falmer. And like, you know, like Isgramor being like the guy who like led the Nords against the elves in the elves' own homeland is sort of like hailed as like a hero. And the elves are like, you know, like not. The elves are like looked down upon almost the other elves are just for being elves. So you do realise that like Nords kind of do fucking suck.
getting supplies.
And that's just another
Yeah.
reason why I really can't be a Stormcloak. I guess that's a good reason not to join the companions, more so.
I made
I feel like if you want to be like a
Yeah.
Nord purist, that's kind of what you do. You would join the companions. You would join the Stormcloaks. Consider doing that, but it'd probably be quite boring.
Praetorian down. I ordered a resupply.
Nitro has been withdrawn. The supply pod is inbound.
First turret, save 'em. Resupply pod is here.
Yeah.
Dr. Jones, calling Dr. Jones.
Plus, next level, they're being exploited by fucking deep space.
What?
Deep galactic.
Elves? Oh, dwarves. Right.
Dwarves.
Yeah, dwarves. Obviously.
Focus fire here.
Yes, they are. But once again, I think it's sort of like pretty obviously implied that they are okay with it. or at least to a certain extent, because of their own greed. And their own, it's a sort of a mixture of greed and sort of bloodlust that they don't mind just being thrown against this hostile planet in search of riches. It's sort of like, it's a mixture of like greed, bloodlust, and also like frantic honor. Where it's like, oh, we love fucking dying. Do it for Carl. Which is probably, that's why I do think that's a propaganda thing. It's just like, deep rock, the company pushes, do it for Carl. It's like, oh, do it for Carl, okay. I'll fucking do anything. And just get killed. It's not my headcanon, but it is honestly my favourite explanation that Carl's just a propaganda figure. I don't think I have a headcanon.
Well, no, he's dead. He's dead and gone.
That's true. That's true. I mean, that's what the story is.
A few times you kind of fumbled in that. Like, I think you may have said too much.
That's what the story is. That's what they tell the dwarves.
I guess, yeah.
You know, it can all be spun back into being propaganda.
Shoot it!
Oh right, I keep thinking I have it. It's a bug thing.
You have sniped your last power station located. I need a hacking pod.
Roger.
Ah, shit, I fumbled that.
Roger, roger. Roger, roger.
Platform snipes.
Got no flares ready.
Sentry gun needs assembling.
The hacking pod has landed. Hook it up to the power station so the hacking can begin.
One sentry gun ready to be built.
Dink,
Damn robot.
dink, bonk.
This is our turn. Got one of the annoying
Anyway, speaking of Skyrim, a little bit. Actually, I don't know. This weird thing coming up. It's like ModCon, or like Skyrim like Creators Con, and I think it's like a live stream. I don't think it's an in-person event. Just a live stream. They're going to be like just showcasing a lot of big mods. It's like, I think it's like 60% beyond Skyrim slash the Elder Scrolls Renewal project, Skywind and Skyblivion. There's a couple, and honestly, I'm more interested in the other ones because these are supposedly meant to be things on the same level, like slightly more original. I don't know, man. I feel kind of bad for the Elder Scrolls Renewal guys, the guys who are just remaking Oblivion and Morrowind and Skyrim. Like, I don't think that's a very worthwhile endeavor, being honest.
I assume they're probably thinking that as well.
Yeah, especially this, they've literally been doing it since Skyrim like came out. I'm pretty sure. I just like, what? Huh? What? What? Why are you doing this?
Platform created.
But the Beyond Skyrim guys, absolutely worth doing. And it's partially because of them that the other thing's not worth doing, because the Beyond Skyrim guys are making, they're making Cyrodiil and Morrowind, the regions in Skyrim, but they're having them be like contemporary rather than just remaking the games, making the regions, but having them be like in Skyrim's timeline and just imagining what that would be like.
You're like a digital pickaxe, Haxie.
Also, actually no, Morrowind's not going to get remade, actually, is it?
The hack has begun. Protect
Not if
the
Todd
pod
Howard's
as
anything to say
does
about
magic.
it. Isn't that
Well,
thing?
like,
Yeah, I think it's just Patricia who said it, but like Todd Howard doesn't want Morrowind to be remade.
yeah, no, I think you mentioned that, yeah.
Oblivion, though, definitely. Oblivion's a game that really suffers from being old. Morrowind's just old, and I'm not saying it doesn't inherently suffer, but Oblivion suffers in a more unnatural way, in my opinion. Where I would honestly, I think I could play Oblivion if it, basically, all I would need to change is literally just character designs, character and UI. Like, I just need the people to look better, therefore also look better in armor. And also, I don't like the UI. I find it really hard to look at. like the parchment.
Annoying little buggers.
So I don't hate the way Oblivion looks, like the landscapes and architecture.
Whack-a-mole.
Like, it's possible that Fallout 3 might be getting a remaster. Probably. Yeah.
We need some pest control on the hacking drone.
Infernal machine. Sticking it to the bum.
Get those bastards over the hacking drone now, damn it!
Be gone. We're not gonna hack that power station without the hacker bot. Hackbot, get your arse back to work.
Hacking drone resuming hack. Excellent. The second power station has been hacked. Get back to the vault and disable the emergency power to take down the force field fully. We're almost there, team.
Take care of this.
Oh my goodness.
Claire, not ready yet. Booyah! Squash him! Access provided.
Yeah, bro.
Red sugar.
I see that you did not fix your internet still. Yeah, no.
Molly, over here. I should call for the mule. Platform.
Oh, hello, Big Dip. Got done listening to the interview you guys had. It was good, and hopefully you can get more in the future. Well, we might.
I'm hoping so too, right?
How about you, Big Dip? No, actually, no. No.
How do you say things you immediately take back? Good saying.
Why does everything have to be worth saying?
They haven't yet
Or meaningful, or true? What's wrong with a little bit of nonsense?
Well, you immediately take back that nonsense, so it's of even less value.
Yeah, that's what's funny about it.
What? Who's laughing?
Me, internally, constantly. I'm the king of comedy.
Platform up.
Joke is king of comedy. It's like one of those literally me things. I think. I don't know. I know Joker was inspired by it. No, wait. Yes, Joker. I thought he got them the way around.
Flares recharging.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That would have been pretty embarrassing. Jonker.
One platform ready to use.
Very proud to say, still haven't seen Joker. Not proud really, but
Platform up.
I mean, Joker, no one talks about it, but that's like a really prominent example of like someone clearly having a completely different story to tell and just getting the opportunity to
Ammo taken.
have an IP and they're just using that.
What's this?
Joker.
Alright. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty obvious. Not a terrible thing.
Mine it.
Unfortunately, you know, a lot of things come under fire for sort of being that, though.
Ready to be built.
I guess it's because DC is so multifaceted anyway.
Yeah.
Must be.
I think Marvel is pretty damn sold on like everything being connected within its own universe. But DC seems to be completely fine with having its DCU and then it's not that, and it will never be that.
Yeah, but the problem, I do have the problem with
Batman to exist.
yeah. So the problem I have with that though is they've made okay. I was of the opinion that they could honestly do it if they wanted to still, because Joker is set before, like it's set like the Joker film is set quite a long time before Batman. Bruce Wayne's like a kid Joker, so you know, make it work as in Joker and current Joker, Robert Pattinson's Batman's like.
Well, I think everyone agrees that the Joker at the end of the Batman was less than great.
Yeah, but even if they change it, it would still make more sense for it to be like someone who's taken up
Plus,
the mantle of the
multiple
Joker.
Jokers is a thing.
Exactly, it's fine. It's also, I don't feel like I'm sort of being like a weird cinematic universe obsessed person by saying this. It's literally two separate Batman properties, recent, that are set outside, in their own continuity entirely, but also have a fairly similar style. Like, it seems more logical than not to buy them together.
Both very well loved as well.
Exactly. And I don't think it's inherently
like
because they're
multiple
separate.
times value to both things. Shit, no, I did it. All I needed to do was keep the rogue alive.
A rogue? Oh yeah, actually.
Bit of a shitty boss fight, really. And if there wasn't something, if there's something I'm missing, then fair enough. But like, soft locking a boss like that's not that nice.
An ace.
I ordered a resupply.
Hang in there. Supplies are on the way.
I'll tell you what's cool. What I noticed is actually on the because it's so bizarre that when you play a 360 game on Xbox One, you realise that it's actually more like there's an actual emulator inside the Xbox One, literally loading up like Xbox 360 software, pretty much when you do it.
Yeah.
It's like, so you can use like certain
The
aspects,
Xbox 360
like
is in
friends
the
list.
Xbox.
Pretty much, yeah. And so I can see actually it has different information as well of people's statuses. Because like if you're playing a 360 game, it just says the name on the normal Xbox menu. But if you can look at the 360 menu, you can see more. Like I could see that you are
it
a
tells you
warrior.
whenever you come
wolf.
onto the 360. It has Baron Barrels come online whenever you load up like Black Ops 2 or the other game you've been playing. Yeah.
Look it. That
Wow.
feels as
Yeah, and I could see like
I think I can
exactly.
message you. It didn't
I
seem
thi-
to let me to do
I
that.
could see exactly what you were doing in Dragon Age.
smooth.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
I'm killing the force field protector. Get ready.
On an
Spoiler.
actual genuine note, this game is probably top 3 best games I've ever played.
The
Okay.
force field is down.
Well, hold on. That means you have a.
Going to like that.
Does that mean you know what the others are?
Reduces you to cinders.
No,
Oh.
not inherently.
Maybe you shouldn't say top 3 then. Maybe you should just say one of. That'd be more appropriate.
Destroy the
I guess, but also it's not going to be in my top 3.
sticky
Oh,
grenade.
yeah, see, that's the thing. Top 3 is quite tight.
I'm not sure if it's going to be my first favorite. It would be either with my second or third.
Well, we'll see
That much I'm
after
sure
you've
of.
played the other ones.
I made a plan.
That doesn't change how good I like this one.
Yeah,
Plus, I
but
think
the
I
truth
might need
is,
a break
well,
from
that's
the other
also
one, 'cause I
true.
played this
But
non-stop
in
for, like,
general,
weeks.
things can push other things out.
Yeah, I guess.
It can happen.
I guess best isn't even the best word for it if I use that. It's definitely one of my top 3 favourite games, for sure. It has all the shit I would want.
But who has a list of their best games? Actually, no, hold on. I guess some people do. I don't. I know, like, I wouldn't, if I were to, like, try and say what the best games of all time were, it would be different than my favourites. I would probably include something I haven't really even played much at all, like, or even at all. Maybe. Mainly Tetris. But that's not, like, my favourite of anything. It's not. Would it be cheating to have two, literally two in a top 5 list, like literally 2 spots that are tied, 2 games tied for that spot, separate? That's actually 4. 2 extra games overall, because they're like they just occupy the same space in the list.
Focus fire on the caretaker's eye. Reloading.
Or was that 2 games that were like sequel?
Not even inherently, they have to be same franchise, but it's like because they just occupy the exact same space in terms of quality, and you couldn't
If
pick
they are
one over the
essentially
other.
the same thing.
Well,
again,
one of
like-
them isn't, one of them is. As I've got 2 examples of this that could be in my top 5.
Alright.
So if I really, ideally, I would say my top 5 favourite games of all time are, in no order, no particular order, are... Oh shit, that's 6, or anyway. Damn it.
Anyway.
Wait a minute, no it's not, unless I'm forgetting something. I don't know why I would. It would be... Oh, I am forgetting something. Fucking Terraria. Damn it.
I want to guess a couple. So obviously
Terraria.
But the one with the weird name.
Oh,
The ship.
what? The hell?
Die, false sack.
My favourite games?
There was. Yeah.
No. Chorus is definitely not up there in that capacity.
No.
No.
You didn't shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah, because I think it's fucking awesome.
Isn't that doesn't make it one of your favorite games?
Not inherently. I just think it's so fucking weird that that's like one of the best games I've ever, one of the best games I've played recently. It's like that. No, it's like AAA level of production, and no one knows about it. I've not seen it mentioned once, ever, and it's so annoying because it's so much better than everything else like that's come out recently. So fucking annoying. But no, actually, it might be my top 10, which is why I'd rather say my top 10. It'd just be nicer, I think. Be easier.
Shark, the caretaker can
Well, go on, carry on then.
bombs anyway.
Must have more guesses than that.
Well, I assume Deep Rock's up there, right?
Yep,
I'm taking some of the
Skyrim.
yep,
feel much better now.
Black Ops 2.
no,
Focus fire on the caretaker's glory.
definitely not.
Uh,
It's just
I'm
Origins.
thinking of games you play now.
Oh, that's probably not the best way to think about it.
Or any other way to think about it, my side of things.
Games that I've played.
What's the 4 Little Night Guys?
4 Little Night, guys.
Night Guys.
4 Little Nights. No, not Castle Crashers.
I assume Halo, one of the Halos is on there.
2 of them.
2 of them. Is that one of your examples? then?
Yeah.
Of what, that they're probably too different? To say
They're
that's
probably
fair,
too
or do you
different, and
say-
they're probably too different. I probably like them to equally, as in they're both worth. They're
Not
both
just
worth
the
as
same
much on
thing
their
again,
own.
so
No,
therefore you like them.
Yeah.
It's that they're both good in their own ways,
But I
while
just
being
feel-
within the same franchise.
yeah, I literally couldn't pick one. Like, I feel like if they were more similar, it'd be easy to pick one. Because if they were like the same
Is it
thing,
what, like Reach in 3 or something?
it's Reach, not free. It's not free.
Two,
No,
4,
fucker, cunt. How dare you?
5. Is it actually infinite?
No,
Okay. Then what's the other
it's probably
one?
not even
There's
one that you
another
would think of.
It's not Halo Wars, is it?
No. One of the FPS. So okay, so I'll put it this. I actually just want to know if you can even remember the name. So basically, my two favorites are both of the FPS spin-offs.
Yeah. It was Reach and it was.
Not ready yet.
I have no idea. I don't remember the other one.
Reloading.
Alright.
Do you remember like what's something about it
It was like it's a team.
sound-wise?
Sound-wise.
Yeah, music-wise.
No.
No.
Wait, is it ODST?
Yes.
You ugly son of a
Right.
bitch.
Yes.
Well, that was like not actually just Halo 3,
No.
and that had a weird name.
Yeah, it shouldn't have the free. It makes I think it makes branding a sequel for it really fucking awkward. Probably. Probably why there isn't one. Although literally all of the main characters became Spartans eventually. Hold on, what have we got? Skyrim, Deep Rook. If this is a top 10 area,
2 of the Halos.
Horus, 3 Halos. If I wanted to fill out a top 10, I would count them all separately. So that's actually 6.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
And I think I know the other 4. Remember, I mean, it might actually help. People won't help you guess, but well, it might. It could actually.
Quest be one of them?
No. This could actually help you.
Or
though, in
that's
that-
2. Oh,
yes,
shit.
one of them. Yeah, one of them is that. Has to be, which is a bit weird, but yeah.
Minecraft be one?
No. God no.
Okay.
No. One of them, or 2 of them, I guess, are the is the other example of them being basically the same. And this is one where they are basically the same. Literally. They're still somehow good enough on their own, like can't pick. In fact, to help you, really help you, get these 2 out of the way. Let's just say they're not on Xbox.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it balloons?
No. Fucking hell, that probably should
Would
be
you
in there,
not say
shouldn't
they're
it?
one of your favourite games?
Well, we've got 3 left. You could say that. They could be an honorary, but well, remember, 2 of these 3 are basically
Is
the
it
same
Paper
thing.
Mario?
No, it's not Paper Mario. Jesus Christ.
You like the Paper Mario game though?
Never played Paper Mario.
You never played Paper Mario?
Not Paper Mario.
So the 2...
No.
You did!
No.
On the DS!
No, it was not Paper Mario. It was just one of the Mario RPGs, but it wasn't Paper Mario.
Wasn't all the RPG
No.
ones?
No.
Paper.
No. But well, actually,
Mario
that could be.
Luigi?
So
No.
there was one of them, but I don't know if I would consider that one of my favorites of all time. But actually, when I think about it, I will. Actually. So the other one where it's 2 one of them's a sequel, we just put them in one spot, basically.
To just Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
As soon as I remember Nintendo, I'm like, alright, yeah.
So honestly, it'd be a
And I
disservice to say Bowser's Inside Story is not up there, because it's like definitely my favourite game that I played before getting it. Outside of consoles, I mean. I think I had a Wii before I actually played that. But outside of normal consoles.
Console gaming.
Okay, so there's actually one more. And this is one that would be my top 5 as well. Easily.
Do I actually know it?
Yes, you do know it. Fairly well.
I just... Alright. But something I've played then?
Yes.
Not a Fallout.
No.
Not that.
I didn't even finish Fallout 3. That's the only one I've played.
Exactly.
The caretaker is releasing
Roblox? Question mark?
Hell. What
You
the
can't have
hell?
Roblox if be one of your favourite games.
You can't.
Roblox is like 7,000 games. They're completely different.
Yeah.
I'm confident it's Stardew Valley.
Yeah, it's a game that we've both played, so it's not a game that only you've played. Okay? It's not a game that... It's actually not any Mass Effect game. Which surprised me. I think I just really like that trilogy more like any of them on their own. They really are one package to me. This is a weird hint, but it's the only one of this genre in the my top 10. And you did mention a game in the same genre. That might be a big hint. That might be. It will be a big hint once I tell you or you get it. And you'll realise that was a big hint. Because you said something. Based on something you said already.
The caretaker is opening its eye thing. Shoot it.
I'm blanking on like all the things I've already
You've
said.
been playing a similar game recently.
Got no
You.
flares ready.
Well, I've only been playing Dragon Age or Binding of Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall you playing any roguelikes other than... Oh, Hades! Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
We order supply trucks.
You should have not. I don't think you should have gotten to. I haven't like you haven't played any roguelikes or whatever as you said. I don't think you should have gotten that far. I don't...
Well, I was gonna say other than RoboQuest, and then I realized like from RoboQuest, like the only roguelike you played before then, and then it clicked.
Well, I have played Binding of Isaac, little bit.
Right. Well, obviously you didn't talk about it much. That wouldn't have come up in my
No,
mind.
but it wasn't. Yeah.
Getting supplies.
Right. That's the list.
That's the list. I can't remember it. I can't.
Bunch of shit. Everyone
a
knows
bunch of gold.
the best games out there is Overwatch 2, FIFA, Call of Duty,
Rainbow Six Siege,
Rainbow Six Siege, and
Apex Legends.
Apex Legends. I didn't want to throw Apex in there, but yeah,
Why not?
shit.
Yeah, you can't. Don't.
No, Fallout 76. That
What?
one.
Grab the data for the nerds back home.
What?
I mean,
The
it's not
bit was-
popular enough.
I guess. Yeah.
It sort of does break a trend. Everything else you mentioned was more popular than Fallout 76.
Popular and shit. That was the trend.
Apex shit. Would you say?
Molly is on the way.
No, I wouldn't. That's why I didn't really want to do it.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I think it's definitely one of the better ones.
There you go.
This is one rack of data that ain't getting.
Holy shit! This mission took me 55 minutes.
Down. If only this bloody bucket was bigger. A lot.
Excellent. These are secured, and the data
Did it with a shitty ass randomizer build.
regret ever setting foot on Hoxie's. Hit the button on the mule
Now we
in a
leave.
return pod.
Anyway, back to my very, very original point when I brought up Skyrim. Jesus Christ.
Hang in
It was literally just I had like a little jolt, I guess, in sort of it had been sort of wearing for a little bit after I discovered that the Final Cataclysm mod was once again sort of broken. But I was excited to play it again because I thought it might have been fixed because it was a different version of it. Before there was like a bunch of really big landscape like textures and stuff that was missing that completely ruined the atmosphere, and they're once again missing. So that's really frustrating. But I sort of tried something which was using conjuration.
Yeah.
And that's sort of a lot of fun because just using those weird conjuration and weird illusion alteration spells are actually good for combat. I had like I actually don't know if this is a vanilla spell. It seems quite vanilla. It's just conjure flaming familiar. It's just a flaming dog, and it just explodes. And I just kept doing that, and I thought this is fucking hilarious.
I'm not sure that's vanilla.
No.
Where would you gotten it? Just like bought it from a guy?
Yeah, maybe.
Because if so, then probably modded.
Yeah, but it's very simple. Like this alteration spell. It's like just basically just summon spikes out the ground that staggers people. Doing weird shit
I don't
like
know.
that.
I think
Gain levels.
I have played with illusion and conjuration more than destruction. I like, well, at least I focused into them. Destruction I've always kind of had a little bit of, because when those two fail, which illusion inevitably does, the game does not want you to use illusion. All the enemies you meet are higher level than your spells are.
Illusion is like
miserable.
never combat, really. It's like very, very loose. If it's combat, it's always like very loose support. It's actually usually stealth focused, which is kind of interesting.
Well, yeah, you're supposed
what
to
other
like
miscellaneous stuff like
fury or
yeah,
that kind of thing.
yeah.
But like it's like everyone's always immune to it.
Yeah.
Not only because like people are high over leveled, but also like robots are immune. Fucking like beasts. Oh, beasts actually aren't, but they're like Draugr and that. I don't think they give a shit about any of that. It's just like when half of the enemies in the game, you can't even use that spell against them, and the other half, most of the time, you still can't anyway. What's the fucking point?
Yeah. What are we doing here?
But
Yeah.
conjuration was solid, and there's actually a lot more in like the base game than I thought.
That's why I'm thinking it might
Like
be.
the Souls Khan's really good for conjuration.
Yeah, it's sort of why I'm thinking that the Flaming Familiar could be vanilla.
It could be.
Like could be.
I haven't seen it.
No. No.
And I would say of the two of us, I have a firmer grasp of what's in the base game, because even my modded ones didn't add that much.
It is interesting though what you said about destruction, because honestly, doing all this, but this is my highest I've had like destruction probably ever. It's in like almost 80. It's very high for me. I've literally just been I don't even know how to describe what I've been doing. I've got like so many skills at ridiculous levels already. What's in the 70s is like light armor, heavy armor, block, archery, one-handed, two-handed, smithing, enchanting is like in the 90s for some reason. And destruction, and I think restoration is pretty close as well. So I don't know what's going on. Alchemy's really fucking high, and speech as well. I've done a lot of weird amount of alchemy. But yeah, when I started using the conjuration spells, I thought this is nice. And I looked at the actual skill tree, and I thought this fucking sucks. As an ordinator's conjuration, it's stupid, too much. And so, which I'm going to look into this because I have had mods before that replace the skill trees. Even in the face of Ordinator, it can still do its own thing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to see if there's any conjuration ones exist that are isolated. It's just too much, and it's all way too specific. It's all either like bound weapons or Daedra or reanimated stuff. Or if you go down the middle,
sack is hanging slightly lower than your right.
or if you go down the middle, it's like a bone collector thing where you start collecting bones from like corpses, and then you can like make skeletons that don't count towards your limit, which is kind of cool. But then it's like nothing. There's almost nothing but literally just normal default conjuration spells that don't conjure Daedra, aren't necromantic. So I want stuff that actually does that. Bound weapons are pretty cool though. Actually.
Ordinator is like unstable overclocks for perks, and then the base game is like clades. Like they're like Ordinator, I would say goes too far. Like maybe they're even not like unstable, but like you know the ones where it's like.
I'd say the base game is no overclocks, and then like Valkyrie is like clean overclocks. You know, the minimalist one. You know?
Yeah.
And then Ordinator's like unstable.
Yeah.
Jumps.
I
I really do want
balance.
something in between. Ordinator is objectively too much. I like it for most of the skill trees, but it's too much on average.
It
It's
does
too
like
much.
it does like they basically
prefer
feels like
it,
they
obviously.
basically
Or
they were
basically.
like what fun things can we think of doing with these things like that, right? They're like that maybe if you collect a bunch of bones you can build a skeleton, and that's like a thing. And like
To be
yes, do
fair
that.
though,
Made
hold
all
on,
these
to be
fun
fair,
ideas.
it could be factoring in like a relatively unmodded playthrough. Apart from that, you know, like I've got all of these weird spells that those trees are probably not made with them in mind.
Yeah.
I actually really like this. It's not like crazy good. It's just a solution spell that just reduces like armor of enemies by 150, which is actually quite a lot. And really, I should be using it in conjunction with like weapons, but works with like conjured things. Like a lot of conjured stuff use melee attacks anyway, so reducing enemy armor works quite well actually. And it just looks cool to do, quite satisfying. I just didn't think about that stuff. I do think the alteration. Path that goes with alteration is kind of cool with Ordinator. It's literally all about like being like armored without using actual armor. Basically, a lot of it. And then like enchanting is actually pretty cool in that it's actually fairly sound with Ordinator. It's not too bad, but it plays into a little bit of scrolls and staffs which don't really have any place in like skill trees normally. Got some stuff to do specifically like scrolls and like making your staff stronger and things like that. But apart from that, it's like, I actually think the enchanting tree in Ordinator is like one of the best actually in Ordinator. Whee!
Yeah. But it's one of the main reasons why I'm looking forward to Starfield is just a new
Yeah,
system
yeah.
for like all that stuff. Because obviously Fallout and Skyrim are pretty, you know, they're not similar. They're actually very different.
They are.
But
They are
those
different.
individual things have their own styles of that, and that's kind of it persists throughout all of them. Right?
And I want to
Like,
point out, I do actually really like the Fallout system. I like the system of getting to a level and then just being presented with options. Rather than, I guess, having to progress through a tree. It's different enough. Where it's almost like a mix. You have a lot more options, but it's the same kind of feeling as when you level up in like RoboQuest, and then you got to pick from a selection of things. I don't know why, I kind of like that. I kind of like it being a little bit more guided. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to play Fallout 4.
Less of a fan of. Yeah, no, because obviously, I mean, Elder Scrolls has always been by doing it, you earn experience in that thing, and then once you level up that thing, it contributes to like your main level, right? That's kind of how that works.
And your main
in
level,
Fallout,
your main
it's
level is
just-
how you get the points though as well. You don't get points
it's
just by leveling
basically-
up the skill. You get points by leveling up your character.
Yeah, but you would do that by doing the thing. So basically, you have to like engage with the parts of the game that you want to engage with. So like, you play the game, but specifically in your way, and it reinforces itself later down the line. But in Fallout, other than the perks, like the actual not perks, like special, right? Other than that, you can switch out how you play your game like any time with no real changes. Like, or like it like you could use a sniper for most of the game and like have your minigun be like your main weapon, and it wouldn't really change anything. You basically, you know, you get XP by killing and by completing objectives, and it doesn't care what you do, and like hacking and like pot picking, but like that stuff is like so you can do that by any means you want, and it won't like reinforce your playstyle in any way, which is different, and I like the two differences.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering.
And that's why you're interested in Starfield, because it seems like it's different from both, like almost a new thing. Not entirely.
From what
but...
I've seen from Starfield, you unlock those things whenever you like level up or want it to, or whatever that is, and then once you've unlocked them, I think you have to do challenges for it. Like what from what I've seen, I don't know the example it showed, but I think it's like if you want to do like more unarmed damage or something, you have to then like pick that option, like unlock that, and then the next tier of more unarmed damage, you have to beat the shit out of like 100 people with your fists or something like that. So you have to like complete challenges to unlock the next tiers of that upgrade. I think, which is at the very least different. See how well they nail it, but also it looks like there's a lot of options, which I like. Plus, they I didn't never thought they
Isn't there
needed
like a lot
to
of
say it.
options, but not that many? Am I correct in remembering that it's only like 3 trees though? But there's just like a lot of
Oh,
stuff
I
in
think there was
them.
quite a few trees.
Oh.
Have to wait
Hey.
till Claire recharge.
Yeah, we'll probably have to at least watch that video. Or I'll have to watch it again.
I might watch some stuff. Probably will. And probably. Yeah, so it's sort of like, I guess what I'm doing is almost a bit of a because the original intention with this Skyrim playthrough was actually to be as 100% run as much as I can bring myself to. As in, I didn't want to be limited by role playing, basically, at least. Doesn't inherently mean I'm going to do everything, but I wanted to be a character who could sort of do anything. But the awkward thing is, I have this mod called Reputation, which I think is one of the best mods ever. By the way, it's amazing. It's pretty simple, but it has a pretty big effect. Which is basically where you become actually known for the things you do, and people actually respond, like, at least greet you in like relation to your reputation. Which doesn't make a lot of sense when you're like a bad character, because you're usually doing things like, you know, being a member of the Thieves Guild or Dark Brotherhood, where people wouldn't know that, but then they speak to you like you're a fucking like demon, basically. But it's really cool if you, when you're a good character and you become known for the stuff you do. Like, as now I'm at this point when my reputation is hero, and basically everyone like it's like holy shit when they see you, basically. It's fucking awesome because I've done like both the Dawn God and the main quest so far, which like basically automatically gets you that reputation. And I wanted to sort of, I do want to do as many quest lines as I can, but it's like I don't want to do like the evil ones now because I'll lose my reputation. but then there's like this guy.
I'm sure there are more good ones than bad ones, though, right?
Yeah, maybe, probably. But there's like this guy in Solitude, Erica, who's you might know. He's that Nord businessman. He's like business is good for Skyrim, or whatever. You know him?
I'm Skyrim did a while.
You know him?
No.
You know him? Anyway, you can talk to him
No.
and ask him. You can like pay for him to like change your reputation to basically whatever you want. But that feels kind of cheap if I'm like a good character, you know? I like that if you're like a bad character, you would do that, you know? But a good character probably wouldn't do that, but then a good character also probably wouldn't do the bad things, but it's like, am I actually a good character?
Basically, by the sounds of it, you started it with, I didn't want to roleplay, but now you roleplayed.
Yeah, kind of.
We cracked it a bit.
Little bit.
Folly of man.
Foam on the rock box boils.
Pharaoh's curse.
Not sure if you were truly alive, but now, knowing litho foe dead.
The Dragonborn's curse.
Exposed. Bring out your guns and blast that thing to kingdom come. I feel like I'm getting sick. Players recharging.
Nice.
Taking the lithofoamer. Step 1. Cover rockbox boils with foam. Vacuum that up. Armor layer's gone. The corruptor's vulnerable.
Oh, that's. I'm going to check that off. Says how many corruptors have actually killed. Probably not a tiny amount anymore.
Leadburster. Rockbox larva splatter.
Okay. It just killed that one. Go right to the bottom. 16. 16. It's pretty close to what I've guessed. I would have said like just over a dozen.
I'm getting infected.
All play cards
You know,
secured. I'm sure
similar.
will be most
That would be, I guess, be how many prospectors, but that might not be fair. Prospectors 90. Yeah, I don't feel like I killed 100 prospectors. I agree with the objective stats. Lucky them.
Yeah. Lord knows what happens if you didn't.
They would kill me. I would die on the
I
spot.
thought it was gonna be the other way around. You'd fucking murder them.
Who's them?
Fucking have them.
Have them for dinner.
Me, goblin cock. Ah!
You sorry? What? Who? Goblin. Did you say yesterday? About goblins.
There's no goblins in Dragon Age.
People that are goblins.
Incoming. Smoke him if you got him.
There's no goblins in my house. Said the man with goblins in his
Oh
house.
yeah, the chimpanzees are just
Who
goblins.
goblins.
I need the mule right
Yeah.
here.
Or just apes generally.
Not
Gorillas
gorillas.
are ogres.
Oh my god.
The more I
No,
think
gorillas
about
are
it, the better.
better than that, I think. Yeah, I think orangutans are ogres. Ogres are usually more stupid, like dumpy, like lanky.
Then I think he's a troll.
Yeah, the trolls. I'm thinking of Tolkien here. Kind of Tolkien. I don't know. I just remember. I'm pretty sure it's in the Hobbit where like there are some ogres and they're like they have like beer bellies and they're much more lanky and they look weird. And then there's like the trolls who are like actually fucking massive, like well proportioned hulks basically. Like that fucking massive one covered in armor with like forearm blades that chases the.
Actually, Harry, that's a
Goats.
very stupid thing. Why would they do that? Surely his hands would be better weapons.
What? What are you talking about? That's something that guy said.
Yeah.
Really?
But yeah, he thinks the like blind one with like all of his limbs are weapons is really stupid.
Yeah, but it doesn't have any limbs. What's it gonna do?
something I didn't think of until when I said it.
So what did he
But
say?
it's just. He just said it's stupid. Why
Yeah.
would they cut off all of his limbs?
I don't
Surely it
think
would be
they
better
did.
if he had his limbs.
Oh, actually, I think they did. I don't know. I think at least the idea. The idea is that they did blind him to remove his. I guess removing limbs as well would remove some independence, like even more so, because that's just the idea is that he's supposed to be controlled, like manually controlled, by like a pilot basically. And I guess blinding makes sense for that because then it's in terms of where he goes, he can't use his own eyes, so he just goes wherever he's pulled towards. But I don't know if limbs add to that as well. Or you can only, I guess you can only really move his limbs in one direction. I don't know if that really makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. It is, of course, it's stupid. Of course, it's stupid. God, I just can't stand people who have no time, but like have a bit of silliness.
Your tin ass
Little bit of goof.
Yes. Yes.
A little bit of. Oh,
A little bit of hair, hair, ma. A little bit of hair, hair.
Oh shit, why have I just done
this?
I've just completely
Covered in
turned
oil.
off my brain and made myself food.
Okay.
Dinner
Autopilot
soup.
engaged.
I decide that, but
getting closer to our quota. Go.
Autopilot engaged.
really did.
Yeah. What do you do when autopilot turns off?
Access provided.
That's why I could never get drunk or high. I fear what I do.
I
Not, like,
don't
not
fear
being
what
in
I
control of
do.
myself.
I just fear not knowing what I'm doing. Having less control than normal. I often do things I don't mean to do anyway. Like, why would I want to impair myself?
The minerals here.
Exactly. It's gonna be like that for like an afternoon evening.
Blind
Lord knows what could occur.
Yeah.
Just rolling the dice at that point, really.
Like, the one time I've been with people who, like, one time I went out drinking. Obviously, I didn't drink really at all. I had like 2 ciders, which even for me is not enough. And, you know, it was for my friend's birthday, and he got pretty fucking drunk, but he was like, it was completely benevolent, still. Like, very because he's such, it kind of just amplifies, if you're lucky, it just amplifies good traits, and it does, because he's just like a ridiculously, weirdly affectionate person. So it just amplified all that. But even though it was completely benevolent, no violence, no sad, like, no sad drunkenness either, nothing like that even close, I still just didn't like the fact that he wasn't, like completely conscious. I was like, I think humans are supposed to be like this. It doesn't sit right with me.
No. Because he's like, arguably not even him at that point, right?
Well, it's just more of him,
Not
but it's
quite him.
yeah, it's not exactly. It's just being slightly off. Irks me. Like, I want people to just be how they are all the time. I think that's why I have a pretty like permanent state of being. I don't tend to change things, and why my mood is pretty much always the same. Because it's I guess it's probably a bit beyond your logic. I just like consistency in people. It might be a bit more autistic.
There are more factors outside of someone being who they are than just getting drunk or high, though. A bad day will change someone pretty radically.
I don't know if that means that Sam had a bad enough day.
Attention, got a swarm on the way. Repeat, swarm.
You're one bad day away from beating me.
Roger that. Supplies are coming.
Third one.
I don't know if you would know. Even well, the Punisher said it, but it's from Daredevil season 2.
No, I don't then.
He said that to Daredevil.
I think I've read it in something else.
It might be a Punisher line from a comic. You might have seen a panel somewhere. I don't know. That's a really uncertain guess. I'm just saying that could have happened. It could be like an iconic line from a comic that you might have seen in a panel somewhere, in some out of context. Although it might be a Batman thing, where it's like the Joker, I think, said something like that, or it's like One Bad Day, which is like a Joker story, like a more Joker-focused story. That's kind of how he sees Batman anyway, I think.
Well, Joker just, I don't know. He doesn't think anyone is anything really, or at least everyone is corruptible at least, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I saw a really dumb post. Oh, it wasn't a dumb post. Sorry. Yeah, it was one. Yeah, and obviously you got proved wrong. That's the whole point as well. Because I think he is wrong. But it's like I just realised it was on the unpopular opinion subreddit. I saw this, but I still thought it was really stupid. Where it's like it was basically saying like, oh, when people say that villains have a point, they never actually have a point. It's like because they're like, you know, where it's like the first example was Thanos, where it's like yeah, he was like right to think that like the universe can't actually really sustain itself, maybe, but then it's like should have done something completely different. Like, why didn't he like double the resources or the size of the planet at least and the resources? Why did he land on this? And so that's not the point of why he has a point. He has a point. He was just wrong. It, like the Joker has a point, but he was wrong to a certain extent as well. It was just kind of stupid because they just didn't get when people said that. No one actually thinks Thanos was completely right. His original like philosophy was right, but his method is completely wrong, and he just got hooked on it early on, and like made that his quest.
That's the thing.
That made it his life's mission, so he couldn't really stray from it.
Assume that for something to have a point, they need to be right.
It needs to be like completely airtight as well.
But it's really just that it just needs to not be pointless, right?
Yeah.
The character just shouldn't be aimless, indecisive, no real clear motive, any of that stuff, right? As long as they have a point, it doesn't matter where it's going, right? That's really for like any character, really, right? Not even just an enemy or villain. Essentially, just give the character a good motive, a well-established, well-developed motive, and you'll be alright. And they did for Thanos, where they didn't for some of the other characters.
Yeah, I mean, I also mentioned Killmonger, which is not a bad one to bring up though, because the thing that scared me about that is how many people actually thought he was right.
What do you want to do again?
He basically wanted to arm like oppressed people and just have all oppressed people, or not even like completely, just basically just wanted all minorities basically to like just revolt against everyone else or something, pretty much.
White people.
And like, you know, he's right that people are and have been oppressed, but then it's like, yes, but don't turn them all into terrorists, please.
Yeah, I think people miss the point that he's the antagonist for a reason, right? Even if you agree with him, it's not because he's right, it's because you're wrong.
What's this?
What?
Well, the thing is, T'Challa agrees with him, but he can't let him do what he's planning to do. What he wants to do is wrong.
Yeah.
What he believes isn't inherently wrong. It might be, I don't know.
It was probably the whole resort to violence thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Eat it! Go! Get to work!
Yeah.
Actually, I got to give them credit. I haven't seen it still. I might not, but the fact that that movie was very well received means that they did a good job in like the face of the second one. You know, they did a good job with their scenario, their circumstances.
Donkey, come here!
Yeah.
Stay by
Aren't
my
really deny
side,
that.
Bosco.
I mean, they must have done. I guess that's what I'm saying. Can't really attest to that. I don't know when I would watch it.
I've heard
I
it's
think
good, but I've not heard why.
no. I think it's just. I think it's just like I think it's just like a decent movie, and that people appreciated the tone well, being a bit more very serious. I don't know what I'm going to do in regards to like Secret War. I mean, obviously that's longer away now. I mean, I did say I was going to watch everything, and I'm thinking, I might watch everything at like a really slow pace or something like that.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't want to stretch that out longer than it needs to be.
That's also a good point. It's also I think I do remember enough. I think I will make sure I've seen everything.
Wait, you mean like everything?
No. Okay, so
Just,
what I'm
baseball.
saying is that when I think about it, really, I don't need to rewatch anything in preparation for sequels. I have a really good memory when it comes to this kind of thing. Like, if I see Secret Wars and they're bringing back the most obscure characters from random non-MCU Marvel movies, I'm gonna know who they are. I haven't even seen like certain things, like, you know, like because of how Secret Wars seems to be heading, because of what that is, probably going to be things like Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider, for example, and I haven't seen those films. But like things like that will probably be a part of it.
But also,
They
really
actually technically have, but yeah. So, but I am going to probably watch everything I haven't. I don't know. I get, you know, the thing is, the things I haven't watched, for example, are like She-Hulk and Thor: Love and Thunder, and Quantumania. Very recent trash.
And you're gonna have to watch at least Quantumania.
Yeah.
That's kind of too important.
No, I don't think it is actually, from what I've heard. I guess that is almost a thing. They're just somehow making so much stuff that isn't important as well. It's very confusing as to how.
I don't know. I think
Oh,
as
well,
long as the
Hollywood's at, like,
Eternals
a-
doesn't come up. Actually, no.
What?
I really hope the Eternals plot is really important, so then it was actually worth watching. Because God knows if it doesn't ever come up again, that is the biggest. Well, I mean, it already is.
There is
the biggest
supposed to be
waste
a
of, like, 2 hours
sequel.
of my life.
Yeah, huh? Really?
Genuinely, 100% worst movie I've ever watched.
Yeah, that's
Easily.
That's actually okay. So I'm going to tell you this. I know your scope of things you've seen isn't that high, but I can tell you it's definitely not the worst movie you've ever watched. Like, actually, it's obviously not the worst movie ever. Obviously, it's objectively speaking, it's probably not the worst you've ever seen. But I very much so believe that it's the worst time you've had watching a film. I believe that very
Because
easily.
it was me and Mum just watching it because we've been watching the Marvel movies together for a while, right? We see like we actually like she got into it and that was pretty cool. And watching that movie was essentially the death of that for us.
Nice. Well, there you
It
go.
was the-
That says something. I
Yeah.
think. That's-
And so from then on, we barely watch any of it. I mean, we watched the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 like recently, but
Well, Love and
Mitchell
Thunder
watched
was
that with
after
us.
that.
It was. Oh god. So I guess it wasn't the death, but that probably was then. But it was just literally throughout the entire thing. It was us. It was Mum yawning, me just generally being bored and unentertained, and then I just get angry sometimes because I get pissed with the things that they do. Just like, why would they kill Gilgamesh? Why would they do that? Why? Why? It was the only times in the movie where I'm like, this is tolerable. Like, every time he reared his head, I'm like, hell yeah.
It's Gilgamesh. It's like that fucking meme,
the
of the guy
apron,
in the
I'm like, yeah,
room, like, so, you know, the guy that's in the room is just surrounded by scribbles. Because he's, yeah, and then like the door opens, and it's like a cat. It's like, oh my god! It's Gilgamesh.
Yeah, it is Gilgamesh. And it's just so fucking annoying because it's not just that Gilgamesh is dead, but it's just like no more Gilgamesh and more of other characters, and I think that's just evil. Like, he is by far and beyond the character I wanted to see the most of going forward. And I'm gonna get more of
You
these
really
other
should
fucking
watch
fuckers.
something else with him in it. I feel like
Probably, but I don't know.
Train to
What else there is
Busan.
in it.
it's just like a pretty
Right.
big movie from
That's the
his
zombie
like,
one, right?
yeah, from Indonesia as well. It's an Indonesian film. Probably think he's most well known for actually. I want to watch it. I don't know if it's available on anything.
I called for Molly.
Gilgamesh. Yeah, but you also thought he was Wong at one point, right? Or is that correct?
Yeah, he does is fake out death. No, it doesn't fake out death. It fakes out life. It's like, oh, he is alive, and then he gets like stabbed and from behind, that kind of thing.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
What are you on about?
What? I said you thought he was Wong at one point. Wong,
Oh,
didn't you?
no,
Someone did.
I knew it wasn't.
Your
My
mum.
mum probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are
Wong.
similar.
Played
Can't
by
deny that.
Benedict Wong.
Yeah. And who's this other guy? Wasn't he like Don?
Don
something?
Lee.
Yeah. Amazing name.
Basically, the entire reason why I really do think there should be a live-action Kung Fu Panda film, but they're humans. I do think that's a
And
good
what,
idea.
He would be.
Yes, he would
Poe?
be Poe. Yeah, absolutely.
I think the issue is though, is Jack Black would fight for that role with like his entire life.
Yeah, but you'd want it to be
Wouldn't really
different.
Be angry
Jack
that
Black really
Black is
suits
that.
animated characters in that sense. I'd want
Jack
it,
Black
I-
is animated in real
Yeah,
life.
so, but what I'm
He
saying,
is-
I want to see basically a film that is basically Kung Fu Panda, but it probably wouldn't be called that. It would literally be like a completely different interpretation, like completely different tonally as well.
I think Don Lee would be like Master Rhino or something.
And
Like,
Angelina
and that
Jolie
works.
as Tigress.
Oh yeah, and then she
Because she
gets
is.
him killed again somehow. It's the only role I tolerate her
Yeah, only because
because I didn't know it was her until
Yeah.
like, after the movie.
yeah.
I don't have to look at her
Just have to
fucking
look at her.
gremlin, disgusting fool face.
Moscow, find it. Flares charging.
Nice. Careful, Tyler. You're gonna get
That's one of
the
the main reasons I love Skyrim.
what?
Fucking Draugr looked just like her, so I get to kill her like hundreds
Oh
of
my
times.
god! Like it's literally like fucking Polka Dot Man on the Suicide Squad, where he just sees everyone as his mother.
Yeah. That was funny. He was great. I wish he didn't die, but I'm not angry that he died because it was done well.
That's a very quick. You spun that very quickly. You spun that. It's impressive.
Thank you. It comes to me when I can shit on something I hate.
I would never truly defend Eternals. I would obviously have to refute if someone said it's the worst movie ever made, because that's probably too much of a compliment to the worst movie ever made. But I'm never gonna be surprised when someone says they hate Eternals. But okay, no, that makes perfect sense actually.
Flares. Recharging. My bag is...
I mean, but to be honest, if I'm being perfectly honest, I find it nothing but entertaining that that guy is sticking out the earth. No one's mentioned it. Like, that is just funny to me. It's nothing else but amusement.
Like, no one has mentioned it.
No one's mentioned
in
it.
Secret Wars, there would have been a perfect time to mention it. Or some
Secret
shit.
Invasion.
Like, it would. That's the one. It would have been a perfect thing. Like, Nick Fury was like, I was gone for 5 minutes and there was a hand sticking out the earth. What the fuck? Or some shit like that, right? like some banterous remark referring to it. But no one's talking about it because no good reason.
I really hope that that leak about Captain America 4 being about it is true. That'd be so fucking funny.
What the fuck is Captain America gonna do about it?
No, because the report, it was supposed to be something like it being like harvested, like it's like a whatever it is, it's either dangerous material or it's like some kind of super mineral that needs to be controlled or something like that. Probably is vibranium, to be honest. It probably is vibranium, as well. I'd imagine. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, but what? So what? Vibranium? Then you would assume is like Wakanda mines that from the Celestial that's in Earth. But
oh no, because it's actually from a meteorite and from a comet.
Then,
but it could still work.
Yes. So the meteorite would have come from a Celestial.
Yeah. It's like a spitball.
It does imply then that an alien race is like absolutely like some planet, like place is just literally pure vibranium, and that you would have thought that you would see a vibranium a lot more in space, and I don't think they've ever mentioned it in any of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, I suppose that's a good point actually, because obviously nowhere is celestial head,
yeah,
and they just harvest it for its parts, but
yeah,
but it's not vibranium. It's like other shit.
Yeah, but I think the Celestial isn't actually made out of Celestial, is it? It's made out of whatever the bitch like fucking hold on, I'll get there.
Will he?
Full Metal Alchemist.
Huh?
The shit out of it, didn't she?
Oh well,
she like
isn't
turned
it
it
marble
alive underneath.
I'm pretty sure it's just marble that she turned.
Then why would they be mining it for some precious resource?
I don't know.
Marble?
Well, they're using it as a location, like some kind of like atoll. Would be interesting.
Well, they did in that movie, but it wasn't a good
Do it
one.
again. Do it again. Do it again. Badly. Do it again.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I love the MCU.
Fucking hate Mark Ruffalo. Hate him so much.
I don't like him. Mark Ruffalo is like the Eternals of actors. I wouldn't be surprised if when someone tells me they hate him.
People hate him for like just other reasons. People just look at him and just hate him. Like he's just one of those people that people actually just hate, just on sight.
On sight.
has been withdrawn.
And I don't fucking blame him.
Tripod is
Oh.
inbound.
Fucking
Marky
or
Mark.
hate.
I got Clifford
Job
Duncan every
well done.
single crap.
Button on the mule is activated. Bring it all home, team.
Start a campaign. Kill Mark. No.
Stock.
No. No. Not allowed. Reason. Treason. Been racking my brain a little bit, trying to figure out what I'm gonna watch today. What film I'm gonna consume. And I sort of landed on two options. Both are Guy Ritchie films. And basically, I think I've already made up my mind. So, I'm not point saying this, but one of them is The Gentleman, which you might have heard of. The other one you wouldn't have heard of. It's called Operation Fortune Ruse de Guerre. It's called. And I think that's the one I'm going to watch.
I called for the mule.
Alright.
Ready to
It sort of just completely slipped by. It like had no marketing. I think it's because it had like a terrorist in it or something. But it just made me think about the fact that Guy Ritchie's a fucking workhorse. Guy's insane. Specifically recently, which makes no sense given the pandemic. I mean, it's pretty impressive just to go from Sherlock Holmes, 2009, then the sequel, 2011. It's a bit of gap. Man from U.N.C.L.E., 2015. King Arthur, 2017. Then 2019, he does the Aladdin remake, which people don't realise he did. And The Gentleman. 2021, Wrath of Man. 2023, that one I just mentioned, and The Covenant with Jake Gyllenhaal, which is a completely different film. And he's already filmed another film, 2024, that one with Henry Cavill. Basically, that is insane output for a director. What I'm saying, and it's very impressive. And Guy Ritchie doesn't get enough credit.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
Even though he's generally well regarded, but still. Where are the guys Ritchies? Hey? Oh, Guy is not a great name, is it?
let's get out
I mean, would you name your child Guy?
to wait till Mary.
I wouldn't name a child. Just let them be nameless. A wanderer.
Why doesn't the Wanderer? Why doesn't your child have a name? I don't like him. Why are you letting him eat sand? Don't like him.
Out of my way.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
Okay. Probably gonna die if you let him eat sand. Mm-hmm.
Zip line. Done.
Yep.
We better hurry. Gotta wait for the rates off.
The mule is secured. Initiating launch sequence. Deep Rock Galactic thanks you for your good
Oh
work.
my god!
We will leave with or without you.
I almost died.
Extraction commencing. Good work.
I almost had my head blown
I
off
am
by
dead.
Oh, he's dead.
My guy's literally dead right now. They're holding a funeral.
Oh no. Somebody stop me! Okay, I think that's enough of this. Oh, actually, so I got pranked. On the post, the share post for the interview, actually, on Reddit, someone commented. They just said, have you heard of his upcoming project, Hava? And I knew it was. I didn't quite get it at first, but obviously it wouldn't have mattered if I actually thought that was something. I didn't know what it was. I just look it up. But I played along, and I was like, "Oh no, I haven't. What's that?" And he said, "Have a nice day, Whalepiper." Got him. Like, nice. I knew it was going to die. I wanted him to have his fun. I was like, I'm not going to take that away from him. No reason to.
Hava is a bit of a weird name.
Yeah. Also, my comment on that post about the timer, it's like 600 upvotes. Which is pretty cool. 564. And I commented it on myself. I said, "Oh wow, a hit Reddit." You know, people are like, "Wow, a hit tweet." I didn't know what to do, but yeah. It's interesting the amount of people that don't seem like 100% convinced. Like they say things like, "Whoa, I hope you're right. I've fallen really far behind this season." And then some of the guys like, "I really hope we have more time than that," and things like that. It's just like, if it was true, it would literally be too short. Like, I'd be worried. Sincerely.
What could they possibly have added in this amount of time? They have spent all of what, 2 to 3 weeks working on the next season.
Yeah. Exactly.
We could probably add like one thing.
I'd be so concerned. It's like the Glyphid Stalker, I guess, maybe. It's a Glyphid Stalker and like the uniform version of the Plague Mask. That's the entire season.
Yeah.
Season 5. Season 5. Stalker and Mask. Yep. That's pretty much what it would be.
And then the key art is just like the sketch of it because he didn't have time to finish it.
Finish it. Honestly, if the Stalker was like a fucking like scribble, you know, like how that guy draws God sometimes. How one draws God sometimes. One, two, yeah, it's one. Like, where he's like a scribble outline of like a 3D person though. That'd be pretty funny, wouldn't it? You just start finding scribble creatures. You just start.
That just hold out their arm and you just stop existing. The game crashes.
Then they give you like cool down like erasers, like giant erasers, like, and it, like yeah, you just rub them out.
Erases out the color of the ground.
Honestly, there was something else like removing the color. Something that did that, like as in like Harry Potter. Like Crockpot kind of does that, but I mean literally, like in Harry Potter, like how the Dementors literally suck the life out of everything they come near to. Like everything just turns grey and wilts. I mean that's not too dissimilar from the Corruptor, but I don't know, man. Anyway, something strange happened where it's because I scheduled the stream on OBS. It did this thing where you have to like press a separate button to act. Once you start streaming, you actually have to press a separate button to actually start streaming, which is actually start broadcast.